Hello, we are on our way home from Catalina. If you look back behind me, it looks like we are absolutely ripping right now, and we sort of are. The only thing you should know is that it's not us doing the ripping. It's that guy, our guy Masa, Towboat US. So I thought we could walk through the boat here and talk about what happened and how we're sort of lost for what we're going to do next. So you can see right there, that's one of our rudders. It's pulled up out of the water because his twin brother is over here having some issues. So you may notice there is no rudder to be found. Sorry, this gimbal is crazy. So, that guy there snapped on us yesterday in about 18 knots of wind with like 3-foot waves. The kind of conditions we would hope to be able to handle. And, it's a problem because we go inside here. Here in the boat, we point down, you'll see there's a couple more. This was at least our third rudder snapping of the last few months. Grabbing a rudder here. So here's what you end up with. It's only half-inch thick half-inch thick ply, marine ply with one layer of fiberglass and some paint. And so under any real load, they just snap. Our plan had been to make some more, seeing as we've gone through at this point. I think I have personally snapped 4 rudders, which is pretty good. Here's like a blank, which we almost threw into the water as an emergency rudder, but then decided not to. The issue is, if they're just going to keep snapping, they're not that easy to make. And so we often end up in a position where we're worried about whether our rudders are going to snap, and that's just not pleasant. So we're sort of at a crossroads here, because what likely needs to happen is that we need to take off the entire assembly. I'm going to switch cameras here. So we're likely going to have to take off the whole assembly we're looking at here. That right there, at the top, is where the rudder slides in, sort of like it does there. And the issue is, it's only a half-inch opening. And we've got this stainless steel support, which has been working pretty well. But, however, the issue is, I mean, there's a million issues, but the main issue is that if we keep replacing them with half-inch anything, it might snap, even half-inch thick metal. So we may have to take off the entire rudder assembly and try to widen the sheets in which the rudders fit. And that's just a ton of work. And summer's coming up, it's boating season. So yeah, we're sort of lost here. If you've got ideas for what we should do, please let us know, because spending this whole 3-hour tow home thinking about how we can't really sail this thing again until we have a better rudder system. Behind me also you'll see our canopy here on the Bimini ripped in the wind. It was pretty windy, but it wasn't windy enough to snap rudders unless they're this thick. So yeah, it'd be really great to find a real solution. Let us know what you think. And I'll sign off by pointing you over at our guy Masa one more time. We're motoring at like 7.5 knots. Kind of crazy.
Okay, we got some bonus footage here. For those of you who are especially interested, I figure we can go into the plans we've come up with and the pressure we're under. So we had started building and laminating 8 replacement rudders. Our thinking was it's not that bad to snap a rudder maybe every few months, and if we only have this boat for a few years, then 8 rudders might just be the cost of doing business. And we were thinking we could probably make 8 of them ourselves for a cost of $1,000 or $2,000 total. Not horrible. The problem is that it's windy enough to snap rudders often enough near Catalina on the main sailing journey we do that we've snapped 3 rudders in our last 4 round trips to Catalina. And obviously that's a big issue. So as we enter the San Pedro area in the video here, the big question is, what can we engineer that'll be stronger? Can we get a custom rudder solution for $5,000 that's going to make us feel safe? Because the other thing I didn't address is that it's never fun to be sailing and every time a wave washes by, we're just worried that we're going to snap another one of our rudders and be out of control. I love this closing shot. This was another towboat from Boat US going by at the same time. Pretty awesome.